Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details. With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
It's Tokyo time, and Anything But Footy brings you the views of the athletes in action just before their event.
Steph Twell is going for her third Olympics and third event in the marathon. She's competing in Sapporo, as organisers said Tokyo in the summer was too hot. The women's marathon begins at 11 o'clock Friday night.
It's a wonderful experience to know that after the 18 months we've had as a country, that we'll be uniting as a team together, and that all of the hard work that we've been training for can now come to fruition in a fabulous celebration and event. So I'm super excited to get ready for race day and to give my best performance for Team GB.
Now, it's not your first, but it will be different.
Absolutely. This will, in fact, John, be my third Olympic Games. So I competed at Beijing 2008, Rio 2016, and Tokyo 2021. So for sure, I think they will be very different. I was very young, my first one in Beijing, and now I think I'm taking a bit more, a bit more wisdom, hopefully, a bit more experience into this Games. But, you know, there are differences. I was competing in 1500 and the 5K, my previous Games. Here I'll be competing in a marathon. So in certain ways, that will still be a very new event to me. But I'm hoping the continuity of, you know, the inspiration from the team will still be there. And yeah, I think it will be a great event that will go ahead and happen.
Absolutely. You're obviously representing Team GB, but also the Saltire.
Yes, of course. I don't think you can never not take it with you. I'm really happy to be representing Great Britain. And for me, my family, my connections are Scottish. So I'm really happy I'm proud to share with others my heritage. And I think that's really important. I am based down south because I was from a military family, so we moved around a lot. But my mother, my nan, you know, second, third generation plus are Scottish. So I'm happy to be carrying everyone with me, and I'll be celebrating for sure.
How tough is it going to be weather-wise out there, Steph?
Good question, John. I think it's definitely going to be the toughest Olympic conditions I've come up against. However, I have been lucky enough to compete at Doha. So at the moment, the marathon's been moved to Sapporo because Tokyo was too hot, and it was actually considered a physiological fatality of athletes running for two plus hours in, you know, enduring really hot temperatures up to 36 to 40 degrees in about 70 to 90 degrees humidity could exhibit heat exhaustion, dehydration, even heat stroke. So we are now moved to Sapporo, town slightly north of Tokyo, and it should be slightly cooler because it's in the foothills of the mountains. However, it will still be about 21 to 26 on the day, I believe, which is still pretty toasty for a marathon. And humidity will still be between 60 and 80%. So we certainly have to prepare, and that's what I'm doing. I've just come back from Houston, which is a very muggy place, and just understanding how to perceive that heat. And luckily we've been blessed down here with a bit of sunshine this week before we head off to France and train with British athletics out there in the mountains again.
And my final question, and my athletics fan question, what do you make of the whole debate about shoes? I don't really understand it, and I'm a bit like, well, records are there to be broken. What is your take as an athlete?
It's really hard. I think I want to be on the progressive side of sport, and I feel very much like I want to move forward with technology. I believe we are assisted as athletes with the new technology in the shoes. I do believe it makes a difference. I would say that probably more so the foam for the longer distances. And so I work with New Balance, and I think I can definitely see the adaptations that they've made to their models to help athletes be more efficient. And even in the spikes, the development of the spikes have changed. But what I would say is being an athlete and knowing my body throughout the years of what times I have run and where I'm headed, it doesn't stop the athlete from training really hard. And actually, the other side of it is I've made choices that I can't train in those shoes all the time because actually they're so responsive that there is an adjustment and transition period people need to actually get their calf stronger for the help that they are giving. So it's a bit of a catch-22, really. But I would say, on a whole, they have certainly, from what I can see, the times that I have competed against females in sport across, from everything from 1500 to the marathon, I would certainly say they give us an advantage. I think it was unfortunate that the rules and the regulations caught up too late. I think that was the most disappointing thing about people getting ahead of the sport. And I always will push for a fair sport because for me, the important thing is sport should be accessible and everyone should have opportunities. And I felt very early on with the price range, only certain brands obviously being available, it wasn't fair. I hope now that it is fairer and then we will see things even out. But yeah, I do have my rightly questions about whether they're the right thing for the sport as well.
This is Tokyo Time from Anything But Footy, the Olympic and Paralympic Sport Podcast. Follow for more from the 2020 Games in 2021.
Sports Social Podcast Network.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.